Okie doke, Edmund. Golf X-Ray 3, Whiskey Mike Uniform Portable at High Salvington Mill. This is GB2 Tango Mike, Tide Mills, New Haven. Yeah, I think the mills are going to be thin on the ground. I did print out a list last night, but there aren't many on there. So we'll see what we can do. So yes, you're the first mill from the VHF station. Ian's operating next to me on HF, and he's on 20 and 40. He's on 40 at the moment. 7150. I think there's a contest on there as well, which makes things a little difficult. But he's got his elbows out and he's knocking them off one after the other. And he just put a thumbs up that he's just worked the first mill. So there we go. I don't think we're going to get to the 10 this year, I'm afraid. We used to go past 10 quite easily when we were running from West Blatchington, but I think today with the current situation, it's hard going. Running about 5 watts. I realise I haven't even turned the power up yet. 5 watts to a tri-band collinear at about 20 odd foot, right on the concrete, and it makes a change to actually have my mount on a flat surface, so I can drive over the mount and without any problems at all. Back to you, Edmund, from GB2 Tango Mike.
Yeah, you're 5 and 9 from Tide Mills. You are right. There were about half a dozen or more stations from windmills on 80 metres this morning. I only knew they were there because I saw the spots on the cluster. My noise level at home on 80 metres is absolutely horrendous, so zero chance of hearing them. But apart from those on the 80 metre band, I think I saw one spotted on 40 metres, and that's been pretty much it. So I think you're right, mills on the air, sadly, is likely to be rather thin on the ground in 2021. But you are in the log, GB2TM Tide Mills.
70%, 70%, 60%, 60%, 50%, 50%, 40%, 40%, 40%.
Also running 5 watts from the ICOM IC7100. You are 5 and 9 coming through my 7/8 wavelength antenna on my car. Name is Ed, Echo Delta, Echo Delta. The call sign is the club call sign of Amberley Museum, but we're out portable today as a last minute improvised activation of High Salvington Windmill on the Downs near Worthing.
I'm running 100 watts now at the moment, but you heard the performance before for Ian over, and Ian was over on Langdon Cliffs actually at Dover, and he could hear me, I think he said on 2%. He could hear I was there on 1%, which is probably 1 watt or thereabouts. Okay, I got all of that. Golf X-Ray 3 Whiskey Mike November stroke portable and Amberley Museum.
Golf Bravo 2 Sierra X-Ray Whiskey Stonecross Windmill near Eastbourne. This is Golf X-Ray 3 Whiskey Mike Uniform, U for uniform / portable. The Amberley Museum Radio Group on tour at High Salvington Windmill, which is closed to the public, and their website says they hope to reopen in July. So for that reason alone, the Worthing and District Amateur Radio Club isn't up here. We're normally up here for both days each year using the call sign GB0HSM, Golf Bravo 0 High Salvington Mill. But I forgot until about 48 hours ago that this weekend is Mills on the Air weekend, so as a solo renegade effort I decided to stick some vertical whip antennas into my car, drive up here with the ICOM IC7100 and a 75 amp hour leisure battery, and I have antennas quarter waves or better for every band from 10 metres through to 70 centimetres. Hoping there might be a bit of sporadic E on 10 metres today like there was yesterday afternoon. But having said that, if I keep making contacts on 2 metres FM, I'm perfectly happy to stay on this band and this mode. So you're 5 and 9, Vince, even at 5 watts.
Yeah, normally when the mill's open we tend to do museums on the air because it's got a mini museum in the bottom, and also National Heritage Weekend. Hopefully we'll be able to continue there once COVID allows us to.
Yeah, fine, no trouble at all there, Vince. And seeing as you've mentioned the 2 museums on the air weekends in June, Amberley Museum should have reopened to the public by then. Assuming everything goes to plan, it reopens on Wednesday the 19th of May, at which point I will stop using the club call sign, hopefully for good, and we'll start using Golf Bravo 2 Charlie Papa Mike GB2 Chalk Pits Museum from the premises in Amberley, and we are registered for both of those weekends, so fingers crossed everything will go well. If you do manage to activate Stonecross Windmill in a museum capacity, then please do listen for GB2 CPM on those 2 weekends, probably on 40 metres SSB, I would think would be the band and mode of choice. But until the 19th of May, which is only a week or 2 away now, isn't it? I'm going to carry on using the club call sign from home and portable as well. We'd never really used it to any extent before coronavirus came along, so for the last year and a couple of months I've been giving it an airing on home and portable, not only on HF, because we tend to be HF only from Amberley Museum, because it's cut into a chalk pit, so not a good VHF location at all. But the club call sign I've been taking out and about on the road, and today is an example of that. You're in the log, and lovely to catch up with you, Vince. G1FBH, I think your call sign is, isn't it? So great to work here, and I'll put it back to GB2SXW, Stonecross Windmill, to listen for Larry there. So 7 contacts on 2 metres FM, 2 of those with windmills in East Sussex, but I've just had a tip off that 10 metres might be open, so I'm going to change antennas and have a go there.
Yeah, I got you there, Ed. There's a bit of a massive bit of QSB going on as well. There's a lot of fading on the band. You're peaking out at about Radio 4 Santiago 7 peaking here. Like I say, the conditions aren't that good in Germany today, but I can get most of what you're saying. Yeah, you tell me you're doing an activation on the moors. Very good. So I got lucky with this, with answering your call. Lucky for me. Yeah, what was I going to say? Yeah, correction on the call sign. My call sign is Delta Oscar number 5 Zulu Sierra. Roger? Yeah, no problem, Ed. I've got somebody else tuning up on the band as well, near me, next to me, or on me. Windmill, you've activated a windmill. Hopefully it's in QRZ that I can have a look later on. Like I say, there's a lot of things on here as well, so a lot of QSB. And a little bit of interference from neighbouring stations. Yeah, so I think we better wrap it up really quickly before we lose each other, because on your last over you dropped to not much, I'm afraid. Golf X-Ray 3, Whiskey, Mike Uniform, Delta Oscar 5, Zulu Sierra. Mike to you, Ed.
Delta Oscar 5 Zulu Sierra, Golf X-Ray 3, Whiskey, Mike Uniform / portable. Roger, thanks for the contact. You are my first contact today on 10 metres. I've been on 2 metres FM up till now, but you're the first on 10 metres. 7-3, and enjoy the weekend, John. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much, Ed. Yeah, enjoy yourself, and I wish you much success on your activation, and thank you for letting me be number 1.
GSP on the frequency, and the operator name here is Alan, Alpha Lima Alpha November, and the QTH is about 3 miles east of the city of Belfast. Ed, over.
Yeah, QSL, no problem there. Yeah, no problem. I was on the radio earlier on this morning, and I just left it on there. I'll come out into the shack out in the garage to get a screwdriver, and I heard you calling, so I went back to you straight away. Ed, and just want to make sure I've got the call sign right. Is it Mexico X-Ray
X-ray 3 Whiskey Mike Uniform Stroke Portable. Is that correct, or Ed? Over?
Almost. Change the first letter to a G for golf. Change the first letter to G for golf, but other than that you have it correct. This is the club call sign of the Amberley Museum Radio Group, out on tour today as a one-man band, and there's more information on qrz.com. Over.
Right, QSL, no problem, Ed. You went down to 5 and 1. You went down to a 5 and 1 with the QSB there, Ed. Ed, I won't hold it with you. I'll let you make as many calls as you can there. Mexico X-ray 3 Whiskey Mike Uniform Portable from 2 India 0 Echo Victor Hotel 73Z, and stay safe, my friend. Bye bye.
Yeah, 2 India 0 Echo Victor Hotel. Thanks for the contact. The call sign here, Golf X-ray 3 123 Golf X-ray 3 Whiskey Mike Uniform / Portable. I realise it's not the easiest club call sign. 73. Thanks for taking the time to talk to me, and enjoy the weekend and enjoy 10 metres. Bye bye.
73, all the very best from Northern Ireland. Bye bye.
69 in Japan, November. 52 November, Sierra, QSL?
Yeah, QSL 73, grazie, thank you for the QSO. Nice to work you on 6 metres from high Salvington Windmill. 73.
73, thanks for the call. Italy 5, Radio Charlie Hotel, QSL. Roger, ¿cuál es tu nombre personal? Mi nombre es Raúl, Romeo Alfa, Uniform Lima. My name is Raúl, QSL?
100% Raúl, mi nombre es Ed, Eco Delta. Tengo aquí algunos 50 vatios en mi coche con una antena vertical al lado del molino de High Salvington. Mills on the air weekend, Raúl. QSL?
Sí, QSL, yo te comento, transmito estación móvil. Yo transmito desde coche, yo estoy móvil. QSL, te comento mi condición de trabajo, está el equipo Anitone, 66 Anitone, mi potencia está 60 vatios de potencia y la antena móvil Sirio Turbo 5000, QSL, Mr. Ed.
100% Raúl, 5 y 5 para ti ahora también. Tengo aquí un ICOM India Charlie 7100 y una antena Ampro por el 28-29 MHz, Raúl. QSL?
QSL, está muy buena antena, Astron 99, very good antena, congratulations, QSL.
Sí, QSL. Ok, Raúl, gracias por el QSO. Hay más datos y fotos en qaz.com. Este indicativo es un indicativo de Radio Club y suelemos estar en un museo, el Museo de Amberley, pero hoy estamos en móvil al lado del molino de High Salvington en el sur de Inglaterra, y estoy muy feliz de encontrarte en 10 metros, Raúl. ¿QSL?
Sí, QSL, ahora te escucho, 5657, te escucho ahora, Mr. Ed, QSL. Gracias por atender a mi llamada, buena actividad, buen DX, QSL.
Perfecto, de mismo para ti, Raúl, y hasta la próxima vez. 73 desde el sur de Inglaterra. Mi indicativo personal es Mike 0, Mike November Golf. Mike 0, Mike November Golf. Pero no hablo mucho castellano, mi francés es mejor. Hasta la próxima vez, 73. Chao, chao.
De 73 cordiales, gracias por atender a mi llamada. Ha sido un placer hablar con tu persona. Un saludo, 73, gracias.
Saludos, hasta la próxima, bye bye.
This is Golf 4 Charlie Fox Bravo. Okay, well, we're cross-polarised for a start there, Ed, but you're about a 5 and 5. I'm running also about 25 watts. Basically, the setup at the moment is only a temporary setup. We're using Fox Tango 290. It's feeding into a little amplifier. It's about 4 or 5 watts out of the 290 into a
an amplifier. It's delivering about 25 watts output. Antennas are 5-element Yagi, horizontally polarized, and we're actually, I think we're beaming to the east anyway, I think, at the moment, but as we're cross-polarized, obviously you've got a vertical, it's not going to work too well, but no problem, absolutely no problem copying it there, Ed. GX3WMU portable, Golf 4 Charlie Fox Bravo.
Yeah, all received, Kevin. So we're cross-polarised and I'm off the back of your beam, but you are definite readability 5. According to the ICOM IC7100, you're only about S2, but you sound a lot louder than that, so I'm going to say 5 and 5, definitely. About 100 metres above sea level here. I'm parked outside High Salvington Windmill that usually would be on the air the whole weekend thanks to the local radio club, the Worthing District Amateur Radio Club. We run the VHF bands with sometimes a couple of 100 watts with a linear amplifier into an antenna up 35 feet that covers all kinds of bands from 80 metres upwards. The mill is closed to everybody, visitors, members of the public, until at least July, so no chance of an activation on site. So having forgotten until 48 hours ago that Mills on the Air was this weekend, I actually thought it was next weekend wrongly, I decided to mount a one-man DXpedition. That's a bit of a Mickey take calling it that, using my car, a 75 amp hour leisure battery, and whips for every band in existence from 10 metres through to 70 centimetres. So I had a bit of a run on 2 metres FM when I first arrived, but I was secretly hoping I would get at least one SSB contact on 2 metres despite my vertical polarity. So I'm very, very pleased to get you in the log, Kevin, and I'm pretty sure this is the first time we've ever spoken, so really nice to hear you this afternoon. Over.
Roger to that, I just noticed I'm only running 3 watts. Let me turn the amplifier on. Correct. Okay, now I'm running about 25 watts now. I forgot to turn the amp on. Hopefully that'll make the signal come up a bit with you. But we copy you 100% there with the IC7100. Very, very good. And a vertical antenna. So yeah, I worked another station, that was at Chernobyl Heritage Station there a bit earlier on, and well, no, it was actually, I think that was this morning, but he was operating from Hayward Sea, so there's something about he couldn't get the aerials up where he wanted, so he was operating from Hayward Sea there. So, but anyway, yeah, that's the only station I've worked. It was like, sort of windmills on the air or something, I don't know. Incidentally, I'm not too far from a windmill here. It's called the West Dean, because I live in West Dean. I'm about 3/4 of a mile from the West Dean windmill here, but obviously it's no longer a windmill, it's residential property now, so so obviously there's going to be no operating from that one, but yeah, it's all very interesting. I just come from 10 metres, incidentally, Ed. It's absolutely wide open 10 metres. They're booming in from all directions. I'm working into G, and then next one I'm working down into the Mediterranean. So you might want to try that. I don't know, but it's very, very good on 10 metres at the moment there, Ed.
Well, it's been a very successful day. 20 contacts altogether. Leisurely rag chews in about 4 hours or so. And my leisure battery actually went flat midway through the final one, so I had to finish it off using a handheld, but fortunately that was at a very local station, so not a problem. So I had at least one QSO on every band from 10 metres through to 70 centimetres, and with the exception of 70 centimetres had at least one SSB and FM QSO on each band. Best DX overall was Italy on 6 metres, worked Northern Ireland, Germany and Spain on 10 metres, Got 2 windmills in East Sussex in the log on 2 meters FM early on, and it's just been a brilliant day. It's exceeded my expectations. I never thought I would work any stations overseas, apart from France maybe if there had been some tropospheric ducting on 2 meters FM, but there's been no tropo at all. But Sporadic E has now truly come alive, and I'm hoping that in 2022 the Worthing Club will be back here with Golf Bravo Zero Hotel Sierra Mike once again.